Going on, guys? It's K Polo Boy here, and I'm going to be showing you a quick video on how to set up a USB for a Hackintosh build. This is going to be pertaining to X99 mainly, and more specifically for a 5820k build. This is per request on Reddit. So first things first, what we're going to need is a USB drive, particularly 8 gigs and up. Today I'll be using a 16 gigabyte USB drive, and this is going to be placed on a USB 2 port and should be done on a USB 2 port until post installation. Sorry about that. Alright, so first, once we put in our USB, you are going to want to format that via disk utility. So we're going to open that up right now. And once we are in disk utility, you want to select your USB drive and hit erase. You want to make sure it's labeled USB, and it's going to be on the Mac OS Extended Journal drive format, and GUID partition map as well. And for there, you just want to hit erase. So since I've already done that on my USB drive, you want to just wait for that until it finishes, and directly after that, what you want to do is go to your App Store if you haven't already. If you have already done this, you can just skip ahead. But you want to make sure you have a Mac OS Sierra installation file on your applications area. I'm still new to Mac OS in general, so I don't know what this is called. I'm just going to call it the Launchpad, since that's what they call it. So you want to make sure that's there, but if it isn't, just open up your App Store, type in Mac OS onto the search bar up there. You should see the option for you here, and then hit download. So you are going to need to do this on a VMware image on a native Mac build or already pre-existing Hackintosh. If you don't have access to any of those, you can just YouTube how to do a VMware, and hopefully you can ask a friend to lend you a image file of that. But from here, you just hit download from the store, and it should automatically download into your Launchpad area. And once that's there, from there, you do want to have a application called UniBeast. Alright, so from here, what you want to do is set up a login and register for this forum if you haven't already. This will allow you access to their downloads area. You're going to need to download UniBeast from here, 7.1.1. and then hit download now. If you aren't logged in, you're not going to have access to that button, so you got to log in or register before doing any of this. So from there, once you download that, you're going to want to open that folder up right here, and then you're going to hit continue. Once this option pops up, hit continue, continue, continue. You hit agree. You want to select your USB drive, the one that you formatted to earlier. Hit continue. Select Sierra. You're going to know it's selected by the little blue icon. It's going to turn blue by the clouds. That's how you know it's selected. From there, hit continue. And again, this is pertaining to X99 builds. If you are running something else, I would highly recommend looking up a YouTube guide for that. But from here, you want to hit UEFI boot mode. Hit continue. And since I have a Pascal card and X99s don't have an iGPU, aka integrated graphics, we're just going to hit not select anything from here. This is currently running off of the display port, the HDMI off of the GTX 1080. But we're going to have to install the web drivers after installation. So we're just going to hit skip from here and continue. Just to verify everything is good, you're selecting the USB. We're going to install Sierra, and we do have a UEFI boot BIOS. And from there, you hit continue. Since I already formatted my drive as well, I'm just going to skip ahead and show you what to do from there. Alright, so after the USB finishes installing, the UniBeast finishes setting up your USB, you're just going to hit continue until that screen exits. I think Finder will pull up the new window with that USB. Just exit out of that as well. So what you're going to need to do from here is download Clover Configurator. You can just Google that up, find the first link, and get the classic edition. Try to get the newest version if you can. And from there, put it on your desktop or just run it from your downloads folder. I've already put it on my desktop, so I'm just going to run it from there. It's going to probably pull this little bubble up saying you can't find a config file. That's fine. We haven't mounted any EFIs yet. From there, we're just going to do that from this tab here. So you're going to select your USB drive if it haven't popped up already or isn't unmounted yet. So we'll just select that from here. If I can find it, my USB drive here. And now it's mounted. So that's great. Open up Finder. You want to select that EFI, make sure it has an external drive looking like icon next to it. You want to select that. Get into EFI. You want to open up Clover, and then driver64 UEFI. And then from here, I'm going to open up a zip file. I've already zipped this up for you guys. I'm going to upload it up on like Google Drive or something. So it's going to be easy, all in one for you. Just going to unzip it real quick. You're going to open up this folder. I have all the texts and all the EFIs you need. So from here, we're going to open up the OSX Aptio Fix 2 DRV Free 2000 and drag that in here. Since I've already done that, it's going to ask me to replace it, but for you guys, you're going to have to just put it in there. It's not going to ask you for anything. And if you guys do have a an OSX Aptio Fix 2 DRV.EFI, you want to delete that. I don't have that, so I don't have to worry about it. So from there, you just back out. And you should be pretty much set for now on your USB drive. The last thing we need to do is set up that config file. So what we're going to do is hit home. We're sure we're on the EFI on our USB. Hit config. And go to the boot tab here. And I've already entered the commands that you guys need to put in as well. So that will be verbose mode, npcie equals 0x2000, dart equals 0, nv underscore disable equal 1, and under custom flags just type in -f, or not dash, but the -f, and that would be it, setting up your USB drive. So from there, the installation file is pretty straightforward. There's plenty of videos on showing you how to install Hackintosh, but I want to show you the post installation after that to show you the final steps to get everything working for your X99 build. So I'll just pause it here and let you guys, finish up installing so you guys can come back and watch the post installation from here. So this is probably after your guys' successful installation in macOS, and this is going to be the post installation process. So from here, what you want to do is go download UniBeast. What you want to do is go to Tony Mac as well, go to the downloads index and find UniBeast and try to download the newest version if you can. For me right now, it looks like it would be 9.0.1. Alright, so you want to download this file here and just hit download now. Again, I've already downloaded the files onto my Hackintosh folder here. So just what you want to do is run that. And then also, you can run through the quick start. It'll be pretty easy. So what you do is hit UEFI boot mode, hit drivers. What you want to do is hit disk, Intel generic AHCI right here. Go to MISC. You want to install null CPU power management, as well as on Voodoo. You want to do Voodoo TSC Sync 6 core. This is for a 5820k build. If you have an 8-core 6850, I think you would want to do the 8-core. I haven't really done much of those. I haven't done any of those actually, so I don't know what to do for that. But if you have a 6-core processor, you want to select that. And then for USB, you want to hit increase max port limit. And then on network, you want to hit Intel, and then Apple Intel E1000E. And then try to get the newest version for yourself if you can. And then what you do is You want to install your Clover 2.3K bootloader. For graphics, you want to don't do anything here. Don't do anything here. Don't do anything here. And then just from here, hit build and install. I've already done all of these processes, so from here it should take just a couple seconds and it should finish up installing. What you want to do from here is exit that, and you're going to notice your boot mount EFI mounted. So let me do that myself real quick, which would be this guy here. This will be done for you automatically after multi-piece done its thing, so don't need to worry about that. So from here, what you want to do is go inside your EFI folder. Sorry about that, guys. I got a scratchy throat. And then go into Clover. And then what you want to do from here is do that same driver64 UEFI thing here. Is install the 2000 file. It's back in my zip here. You can just drag that in, drop it right back on. And then from here, you also want to remove a file named vboxhfs64.efi. Just straight up delete that. Don't replace it. Don't do nothing. Just delete it. And then just go back from here. You want to go to the drivers32 UEFI and as well delete the vboxhfs.32 or the -32.efi. Alright, and that would be it from those folders. And for that, after that, you want to open up Clover Configurator. In the boot section, what you want to do is, sorry, let me open up my config here. You want to make sure you're on your EFI config, and then open up your boot, and then make sure Dart-0 is on, and then NCPI-X2000 is on. You can delete everything else here, that doesn't matter from the original step. This is going to be for your system config, so we want to just keep it to those two check marks. After that, go to system parameters. What you want to do is make sure Nvidia Web checkbox is enabled, inject system ID is enabled, inject text is on yes. Alright, and then from there, what you want to do is go back into install drivers in this tab. Make sure all of these drivers that are highlighted gray, you have the same exact ones enabled. This will allow a proper dual booting as well as allow enable proper kex for boots. That's just the jazz that'll get the works going. Alright, from there what you want to do is now install the kex that we're going to load in every time we boot. So we're going to open up Finder, hopefully where EFI is still mounted. We're going to hop onto there, and then from here we're going to hit Clover, insert to the kex folder, then we're going to hit the other folder. I made that the zip file earlier. We're going to unzip all of our kex files into here. We don't need to drop the EFI, just all the kex, and drop it into the side here into the other folder. And just for safe measures, make a new folder, name it 10.12. And do the same, copy and paste all of those kex into that. And from there, you can just save your config and restart. And you should be good to go every time you restart. You don't need your USB drive anymore. And it should be loading up those kex for your sound, USBs, and all that jazz to work. Alright, sorry again for the scratchy throat. I don't know what's going on, but hopefully this helps you get your Hackintosh build working, and yeah, enjoy macOS on your new build.